It's all too fashionable these days to be spiritual. And I would say it's taboo and unfashionable to not buy into that very superficial expression of spirituality. The decor with the crystals, the incense, and all the rest of it. I adore those things, by the way. But I see them constantly being used as just another performance piece. People like to give the idea that they're very spiritual, and they love to say it. They'll even fight you about it. Like, I'm so super spiritual, and I love yoga, and, I'm really into this or that teacher. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I love a ton of those things too. But then I watch what they do with their time. And then I watch the kind of actions they take when not lots of people are around them. And then I go, okay, this is just a facade. This is just the latest fashionable thing because it will attract a certain kind of person who maybe is on a genuine spiritual path. And that's the sort of person that these types can utilize for their own benefit, or that they like to have around them to make themselves look interesting, which sounds crazy, but literally it's a thing. There are people who almost wear other people as like accessories. So they feel like their value is increased by having certain people around them. And look, I get it. It's actually a reasonable thing when done properly. If you are a genuine person and you meet other people who are genuine and respectful, that you respect and are of high standard, and if they feel like giving some of their time to you, then you feel good about that. You feel like, wow, I'd be so proud to have other people see this person around me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who like to perform that they are something that they're not. They amass all of the paraphernalia of that thing around them. They go to the right events, they drop the right catchphrases, they have, the painting on the wall. And they look fabulous and fashionable doing it. But when you probe deeper, that's when they start getting vague. If you're actually genuine and then you speak to these people, that's when the cracks start to show. Which is a problem, because if you don't identify them, you will place a lot of trust in these people. Because it's not about the fact that they're trying to live the life that they want to live. If that's where they are on their spiritual journey, they could be genuine, and it's not about that. It's about when people try to portray that there's something they're not, especially if they try to portray that they're spiritual, then you expect a certain level of behavior and treatment from that person. If someone is on the spiritual path, then you feel like you should be able to trust them more easily, that their word is their bond, let's say. and it makes you behave differently towards them. That's the point that I'm getting at. When people are pretending to be something that they're not, and it changes your behavior towards them. And if they are bad actors, if they have ill intention, then you are in danger. You are compromised, and you won't even realize it if you haven't taken the time to be more discerning. Please pay attention to all the people that you choose to have around you. So many of them are either fully unconscious of their behaviors and their motivations, which is actually perhaps the preferable of the two states that I'm referring to, because at least what you see is what you get. Out of control, they're crazy, you don't know what they're going to do, so you understand this person is a loose cannon. I get what to do with that. But the second category of person that I'm referring to, the ones who are performing, wearing masks and pretending to be something that they're not, these are the dangerous ones because they're in costume. They're in costume trying to convey that they are one thing when their behavior, actions, thoughts, motivations actually belie the fact that they're something else. But you will not know that unless you're paying attention. Unless instead of believing their words, you watch their actions, make your own judgment call, because as I say, it's very fashionable to be spiritual. It's not fashionable to say that I don't think I have a soul and I couldn't be bothered looking after it if I did. And that's why I spend all my time talking about rubbish and taking actions that could harm other people and surrounding myself with fake people. But then I call myself spiritual because that's really how I want you to see me. So that latter group, if you don't identify them, if they're among you and around you, consider them the cat amongst pigeons, because they really will be. They will take advantage of the fact that you are not aware that they are not what they portray themselves to be. But you can identify this. There's nothing really to be done about such people. They're going to perform out their lives if they choose to. They're going to live inauthentically. They're going to try and manipulate your perceptions. They're going to choose to lie rather than make themselves look bad. So it doesn't matter what you do, how you question them, you cannot rely on them to be honest and authentic with you. If they're trying to play a role as one thing and you ask them a question that's contradictory to that, they will not give themselves away and basically go, ta-da, yeah, I was lying this whole time. No. They will preserve the lie. They will fight for the illusion. And they will hate you for drawing attention to the fact that it isn't real. There's no point asking these questions directly. Watch, listen, see what they say to each other, say what they say to other people, see what they say when fewer people are around, see what they say to you, see if they have genuine discipline, see if they're willing to put time and commitment into things that really matter, or if they just pay lip service to them. See if it's always, yeah, tomorrow. I'm talking about future forecasting. So if they're always like, oh, yeah, maybe next time, and this goes on for long enough, they're trying to give an impression of a thing without ever following up with activity that would give evidence and prove that they are indeed invested in this thing. Talk is cheap, my friends. Talk is very, very cheap. And we have a lot of people saying a lot of words and trying to convey themselves to be a lot of things that they're not. It's up to us to be wise and discerning and to detect those that are genuine from those that are not. One of the best ways to do this is to yourself, for yourself. Be as aligned, be as authentic, be as fully yourself and true to yourself as you can possibly be. And from that place of authenticity, you will better be able to detect those who are not being authentic and who you should stay away from.